Good evening. This is All India Radio. I am Naresh Mago and with me is Prashant Kumar Sinha with the evening news. The headlines. Over 76% polling recorded in fourth phase of assembly elections in West Bengal. Campaigning in full swing for fifth phase of assembly polls in West Bengal along with by-polls in different states. Tika Utsav to be organized from tomorrow across the country to control surging COVID-19 cases. India's cumulative COVID-19 vaccination coverage crosses 10 crore mark. In Chhattisgarh, complete lockdown enforced in 11 districts. Rajasthan government imposes night curfew in 9 cities till 30th April to contain spread of COVID-19 infection. Agriculture Minister Narendra Singh Tomar once again appeals to farmers to end their agitation in view of rising corona cases. Two-day scientific convention on World Homeopathy Day inaugurated in New Delhi today. In Uttar Pradesh, at least 10 people killed in a road accident in Etawah district. In IPL cricket, Chennai Super Kings take on Delhi Capitals in Mumbai, and in hockey, India to clash with Olympic champion Argentina tomorrow at Buenos Aires in FIH Pro League match. As the number of COVID cases is on the rise again, we appeal to our listeners not to lower the guard, follow all the precautions, and all those above 45 years to get vaccinated without any hesitation. Stay safe and protected by following these 3 simple steps. Wear a face mask. Maintain 2 gaz ki doori for social distancing and focus on hand and face hygiene. And now the news in detail. The Election Commission has said that 76.16% polling has been recorded till 5 p.m. in the fourth phase of assembly polls held in West Bengal today. The Commission said polling was conducted in 15,940 polling stations spread across 44 assembly constituencies today. It said based on a report received from special observers on the reported incident of violence at one polling station, namely number 126, under Sheetal Kuchi Assembly constituency in Cooch Behar, the poll body has adjourned the poll. The Commission said peaceful and orderly voting took place in 15,939 booths, except one booth where repolling has been ordered. As a major push for conducting free and fair elections, live monitoring and webcasting of more than 50% of polling stations, including critical and vulnerable polling booths, was put in place to ensure a safe and secure atmosphere in polling areas. The Election Commission has expressed gratitude to all stakeholders, especially the voters, for their enthusiastic and fearless participation in the election process today. The Commission particularly thanked Divyangs, senior citizens, service voters for taking part in elections, honoring the COVID protocol norms. West Bengal is witnessing 8-phase elections. We now go live to our Kolkata correspondent, Madhuparna Dhar Chaudhary, for update on today's polling. Madhuparna, how did the polling go today?
Naresh, in the 3 districts of South Bengal, no major untoward incident happened, though we have seen sporadic incidents across Hooghly, Howrah and South 24 Parganas. As per reports we got from Behala East, the BJP candidate Payal Sarkar's car has been attacked. Though she was not injured, security personnel rushed there and 2 persons were arrested in the incident. If we see in Kosba, BJP candidate Indranil Khan, he was allegedly heckled and he had already lodged fire in the local police station. Heavy security deployment was there for the 30 seats of South Bengal, particularly in the 6 seats within the Kolkata police area. And we can say that compared to other phases, on the 4th phase, it was more peaceful, particularly in the area of Kolkata police. There were 33 officers in the rank of deputy commissioners. They were on the road with their teams, and drones were used to monitor the entire situation. I have been visiting various booths of Taliganj, Jadavpur and Kosba. Voters turned out in quite large number and maintaining COVID protocols, they casted their votes amidst tight security. The entire process of polling as far as South Bengal is concerned was peaceful. Naresh?
Madhuparna for the update. We are now joined by our correspondent Manas Pratim Sarma, who was at Alipurdwar district and covered important districts of North Bengal which went to polls in the fourth phase. Manas, what arrangements were made to ensure free and fair polling, and tell us how was the voters' response?
Well, the polling was very peaceful at Alipurdwar district. No untoward incident has been reported anywhere. There are 5 seats in these districts, and all the COVID protocols, including thermal screening, wearing of face masks, hand gloves, that has been followed. All the 5 seats have witnessed a good turnout, and very peaceful polling was conducted. No untoward incident has been reported anywhere. There was a few reports where EVMs had to be replaced due to technical glitches early in the morning, but after that there is no any further issue occurred regarding EVM also. As you mentioned, all the COVID-related protocols were followed. There was no doubt of enthusiasm among voters, including the first-time voters. But there are 2 incidents of violence have been reported at the adjoining Cooch Behar district, where in 2 separate incidents, 5 people have died. Apart from these 2 incidents, there are no other any incidents of violence in any other places at Cooch Behar district too. Back to you.
Thank you for the update.
Meanwhile, campaigning is in full swing for the 5th phase of assembly elections in West Bengal, along with by-polls in different states. Top leaders of various political parties are crisscrossing the poll-bound constituencies in West Bengal, while the BJP targeted Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, accusing her of corruption and appeasement politics. The Trinamool hit back on the BJP-led central government over recent hike in prices of gas, petrol and diesel. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that the BJP is working on the doctrine of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas in West Bengal. Addressing a rally in Nadia district in West Bengal, Mr. Modi said that on the basis of the ideology of Pandit Shyama Prasad Mukherjee, the BJP will bring a new and peaceful political environment and eradicate all corruption and infiltration in West Bengal. He assured that the offenders of the Sheetal Kuchi incident will be brought to justice. Mr. Modi also addressed an election rally at Kavakhali in Siliguri this afternoon. Speaking at the rally, the Prime Minister appealed to people for Oshol Parivartan and Shonad Bagla. On the other hand, Trinamool Congress leader and Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee held 3 rallies today in different parts of North 24 Parganas district. 45 assembly constituencies will go to polls in the 5th phase in West Bengal on the 17th of this month. The campaigning is also going on for by-elections to 2 Lok Sabha seats, including Tirupati in Andhra Pradesh and Belgaum in Karnataka, along with 14 assembly constituencies in 11 states where polling will also be held on the 17th of April. Seats where by-polls will be held include 3 in Rajasthan, 2 in Karnataka and 1 each in Gujarat, Jharkhand, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Mizoram, Nagaland, Odisha, Telangana and Uttarakhand. Tika Utsav is being organized across the country from tomorrow to fight the surging COVID-19 cases. The mass vaccination program will be conducted till the 14th of this month. During his meeting with chief ministers of various states on Thursday, Prime Minister Narendra Modi had appealed to the states and union territories to organize vaccination festival. We have a report.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi has called for a mass vaccination program from tomorrow till 14th of this month and observe it as vaccination festival.
11 अप्रैल ज्योतिबा फुले जी की जन्म जयंती है और 14 अप्रैल बाबा साहब अम्बेडकर जी की जन्म जयंती है। क्या हम 11 अप्रैल से 14 अप्रैल पूरे अपने राज्य में टीका उत्सव मना सकते हैं? एक विशेष अभियान चलाकर हम ज्यादा से ज्यादा एलिजिबल लोगों को वैक्सीनेट करें।
Mr. Modi has urged the youth to come forward and help senior citizens and others who need help to register for COVID vaccination. All eligible persons can register and book an appointment with the help of CoWIN portal and Arogya Setu app. On-site registration facility is also available. India is witnessing a rapid rise in COVID-19 cases. People are requested to come forward for vaccination. Pragya Devda, AIR News, Delhi.
India today made a landmark achievement by administering more than 10 crore COVID-19 vaccine doses. The Health Ministry said India is the fastest country to administer 100 million COVID-19 vaccine doses in 85 days. The countrywide vaccination drive was rolled out on the 16th of January this year. The United States of America has administered over 92 million doses in 85 days and China over 61 million doses in the same period. The cases of corona infection are on a sharp rise in Chhattisgarh. In view of the increasing corona infections in the state, orders have been issued to impose complete lockdown in Dhamtari, Raigad and Korba districts as well. Earlier, the orders for imposing lockdown were already issued in 8 districts of the state, including Raipur. With this, a total of 11 districts will be under lockdown. The lockdown starts in Rajnandagaon, Bemtara and Balod districts from this evening, whereas Jashpur, Korea and Baloda Bazar districts will be under lockdown from Sunday. Lockdown is already effective in state capital district of Raipur and the neighbouring Durg district. Lockdown will be imposed in Dhamtari and Korba district from April 12 and in Raigad district from April 14. Guidelines have also been issued to limit timings of commercial activities in the urban areas of Mahasamand district of the state. Meanwhile, night curfew has also been imposed in the tribal Bastar district of the state. To curb the pace of COVID infections, the Rajasthan government has decided to impose night curfew in 9 cities, including Jaipur, from tonight. The night curfew will be between 8 p.m. and 6 a.m. and remain in force till the 30th of this month. The cities include Ajmer, Alwar, Bhilwara, Chittorgarh, Dungarpur, Jaipur, Jodhpur, Kota and Abu Road. Markets and commercial establishments will be closed at 7 p.m. Night curfew has also been imposed in Udaipur from 6 p.m. Markets and establishments will be closed from 5 p.m. in the city. These orders will remain in force till 30th April.
In Uttar Pradesh, COVID infection is spreading very fast and breaking all records. Yesterday, 12,787 new cases were found in a single day in the state and 48 people died due to the coronavirus in the past 24 hours. This is the highest number of new cases found in a single day in a state since the outbreak of coronavirus. The virus is spreading rapidly in cities like Lucknow, Kanpur, Varanasi, Prayagraj, Bareilly, Gorakhpur, Meerut, Gautam Budh Nagar and Ghaziabad. State capital Lucknow recorded more than 4,000 new cases and 23 deaths. This is the highest ever casualty and new cases in a single day till date in the city. The state currently has 58,801 active COVID cases, out of which more than 16,000 patients are only in Lucknow. Half of the total deaths reported in the state due to the virus in the past 24 hours are from Lucknow only. Meanwhile, district magistrates in some more districts of the state have decided to impose night curfew due to the rising COVID-19 cases. Apart from the highly populated cities which are already under night curfew, now 2-tier cities are also coming under the ambit of night curfew. These include cities like Jaunpur, Moradabad and Barabanki, where night curfew will be imposed from tonight. Union Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar has asked the Maharashtra government to scale up testing in the state. He said in order to break the chain of the virus, more and more people who have come in contact with a COVID-positive patient should be tracked and quarantined. Mr. Javadekar today attended a high-level meeting along with Deputy Chief Minister Ajit Pawar in Mumbai to take stock of the COVID-19 situation. Our Mumbai correspondent has further details.
Later talking to reporters, Union Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar said that in order to overcome the shortage of vaccine reported in some parts of Maharashtra, the state has received 15.63 lakh doses of vaccines. He said that he has spoken with State's Chief Secretary Sitaram Kunte and has urged him to distribute the vaccines optimally in various parts of the state. He also said that Punekars have given a good response to the weekend lockdown. The INB minister further said that 1,121 ventilators will be sent to Maharashtra. He assured the state government that centre will assist in supply of oxygen. Maharashtra Deputy Chief Minister Ajit Pawar said that next 15 days are crucial for Pune district and asked the administration to work towards implementing a strict policy to provide hospital beds to the needy patients and on selling remdesivir medicine. Kunal Shinde, AIR News, Mumbai.
You are listening to the evening news on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. Over 76% polling recorded in 4th phase of assembly elections in West Bengal. Campaigning in full swing for 5th phase of assembly polls in West Bengal, along with by-polls in different states. Tika Utsav to be organized from tomorrow across the country to control surging COVID-19 cases. India's cumulative COVID-19 vaccination coverage crosses 10 crore mark. In Chhattisgarh, complete lockdown enforced in 11 districts. Rajasthan government imposes night curfew in 9 cities till 30th of April to contain spread of COVID-19 infection. Agriculture Minister Narendra Singh Tomar once again appeals to farmers to end their agitation in view of rising corona cases. 2-day scientific convention on World Homeopathy Day inaugurated in New Delhi today. In Uttar Pradesh, at least 10 people killed in a road accident in Etawah district. In IPL cricket, Chennai Super Kings take on Delhi Capitals in Mumbai, and in hockey, India to clash with Olympic champion Argentina tomorrow at Buenos Aires in FIH Pro League match. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
चलो मिलकर एक शुरुआत करें, चलो एक फैसला आज करें, मास्क नहीं तो टोकेंगे, कोरोना को रोकेंगे, चलो एक इरादा करते हैं, चलो खुद से वादा करते हैं, मास्क नहीं तो टोकेंगे, कोरोना को रोकेंगे.
Agriculture Minister Narendra Singh Tomar has once again appealed to the farmers to end their agitation in view of the rising cases of COVID-19. Talking to the media in New Delhi, Mr. Tomar said the government is always ready to continue the dialogue with the farmers protesting near the Delhi borders. He said many farmer unions, economists and people from different walks of life are supporting the agriculture bills, but some people are protesting against them. Mr. Tomar said the government had held 11 rounds of talks with the protesting farmers. He said the government is ready to clear the doubts about the 3 new farm legislations.
मैं किसान संगठनों को कहना चाहता हूं कि वो आंदोलन का रास्ता छोड़ें, सरकार चर्चा करने के लिए तैयार है, वो अपना प्रस्ताव लेकर आएं, हम लोग मिल बैठकर चर्चा करेंगे और मुद्दों का समाधान करें. आज कोविड का संकट भी है और इतनी बड़ी भारी भीड़ में लोग बैठे हुए हैं. इस धरने के कारण, रास्ता जाम के कारण दूसरे नागरिकों के मौलिक अधिकारों का भी हनन हो रहा है, वो भी परेशानी भुगत रहे हैं और इसलिए हमको यूनियंस को बड़े मन से विचार करके आंदोलन को स्थगित करना चाहिए, कोविड प्रोटोकॉल का पालन करना चाहिए.
Kerala has reported a high surge in COVID cases as it confirmed 6,194 new COVID cases today. A report.
The present active COVID cases in Kerala is 39,778. The test positivity rate rose to an alarming 10. 2,584 recoveries were also reported. 17 deaths were also confirmed due to COVID today, taking the death toll to 4,767. Kerala Speaker P. Sriramakrishnan was tested COVID positive today. He is under observation in Thiruvananthapuram. On account of the rise in COVID cases, an all-party meeting was held in Kozhikode today and is being decided to strengthen the COVID restrictions in the region. Meanwhile, the State Health Department had embarked a mass vaccination drive in the state named Crushing the Curve to contain the pandemic. Mayusha for AR News from Thiruvananthapuram.
A 2-day scientific convention on homeopathy roadmap for integrative medicine was inaugurated today at New Delhi. Minister of State for Defence Shripad Yesso Naik was the chief guest on this occasion. The convention was organized by the Central Council for Research in Homeopathy, an autonomous apex research organization under the Ministry of Ayush, to celebrate the occasion of the World Homeopathy Day. The World Homeopathy Day is observed to commemorate the birth anniversary of the founder of homeopathy, Dr. Samuel Hahnemann. Addressing the gathering online, Mr. Naik emphasized that the contribution of homeopathy in controlling epidemics is already well known. Addressing the conference, Health and Family Welfare Minister Dr. Harshvardhan said that homeopathy is playing an important role in fulfilling the healthcare requirement in the country with its integration with modern medicines. He said Ayush system of medicines were used in COVID-19 in an integrative manner in designated COVID treatment centers, which showed impressive results.
National Health Policy of India recognizes the need to nurture Ayush systems of medicine through the development of infrastructural facilities of teaching institutions, improving quality control of drugs, capacity building of institutions as well as professionals, and generating quality research evidence. As a result of the intervention of the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare and Ministry of Ayush, use of Ayush systems of medicine was permitted for COVID-19 in an integrated manner in designated COVID treatment centers and this has in turn provided encouraging results.
Talking to AIR News, one of the participants, Rupal Singh, said this conference will help medical practitioners to adopt modern practices of medicines which will help in better treatment of patients.
In today's conference, I got a chance to listen to the medical experts, which has showed me a better picture of the medical field where there are no boundaries. It has also helped me to understand that modern techniques, along with combining the best ideas and practices from different medical fields, can help in better treatment of the patient.
Following Prime Minister Narendra Modi's appeal, Tika Utsav will be celebrated from the 11th to the 14th of April all across the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. During Tika Utsav, additional vaccination centers will be opened to provide COVID-19 vaccine to persons aged 45 years or more. These additional centers will cover the remotest areas of Radhanagar in North Andaman, Little Andaman, Chowra and Teresa in Nicobar district. There is a target to vaccinate 20,000 eligible persons during Tika Utsav in Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Lieutenant Governor Admiral D.K. Joshi also appealed to all islanders to extend their full support and cooperation to participate in maximum numbers in the coming Tika Utsav. He further appealed to people to follow the COVID-appropriate behavior. The mantra of Prime Minister Dawai Bhi, Kadai Bhi should be insisted upon to successfully fight the pandemic. Meanwhile, the vaccination is being carried on smoothly at 16 centers in the islands. To increase the pace of vaccination, 4 new centers have become functional recently in South Andaman and North and Middle Andaman districts. In Uttar Pradesh, at least 10 people were killed and several others injured in a road accident in Etawah district. The accident happened when the truck carrying a group of devotees fell into a gorge. All devotees were from Agra and were going to Lucknow temple. Union Home Minister Amit Shah has expressed condolence over this tragic incident. In his tweet message, Mr. Shah said that the administration is involved in rescue work. He prayed for people who lost their family and friends in this accident. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has expressed grief over the incident and announced 2 lakh rupees ex gratia each to the family of the deceased. He directed the officials to help the injured as early as possible. Senior police officers and senior police and administrative officers have reached the accident spot and continue the rescue work. Injured people have been admitted to district hospital in Etawah.
In Jharkhand, state police have nabbed 7 Naxalites and foiled the nefarious plans of the People's Liberation Front of India (PLFI) militants from the forest areas under Chandwa police station in Latehar district. Latehar SP Prashant Anand received a secret information about the Maoist activities and launched a combing operation and arrested the insurgents. Police have recovered 2 indigenous rifles, 8 live cartridges and 11 mobiles at the behest of the arrested militants. Speaking to AIR News, Palamu DIG Rajkumar Lakra said that the insurgents were preparing a strategy to carry out an attack in the forest areas close to the neighbouring state Chhattisgarh. Raids were conducted by a team of state police forces, Jharkhand Jaguars and AG-37. In the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, a day after 7 terrorists were gunned down by security forces in South Kashmir, 2 separate encounters have again broken out this evening between security forces and terrorists in Shopian and Anantnag districts of South Kashmir. Police said that at Hadipora, Shopian and in Sinthan Beach Vihara area in South Kashmir's Anantnag district, encounters have started after terrorists fired upon security forces who were launching cordon and search operations based on specific intelligence inputs about the presence of terrorists in these areas. Meanwhile, the operations at both the places are underway till reports last came in. Details are awaited. In the Kashmir Valley, Northern Army Commander Lieutenant General Y.K. Joshi visited forward posts on the line of control to review the overall security scenario in the Kashmir Valley yesterday. The Army Commander, accompanied by the Chinar Corps Commander Lieutenant General D.P. Pandey, visited formations along the line of control in forward areas of District Kupwara and Rashtriya Rifles conducting counter-terrorist operations.
India and China have agreed on the need to resolve the outstanding issues in an expeditious manner in accordance with the existing agreements and protocols. They also agreed to jointly maintain stability on the ground, avoid any new incidents, and jointly maintain peace in the border areas. During the 11th round of India-China Corps Commander-level meeting held at Chushul-Moldo border meeting point yesterday, the 2 sides had a detailed exchange of views for the resolution of the remaining issues related to disengagement along the line of actual control (LAC) in eastern Ladakh. During the meeting, it was highlighted that completion of disengagement in other areas would pave the way for the two sides to consider de-escalation of forces and ensure full restoration of peace and tranquility and enable progress in bilateral relations. India and China agreed that it is important to take guidance from the consensus of their leaders, continue their communication and dialogue, and work towards a mutually acceptable resolution of the remaining issues at the earliest. In Leh Ladakh, Lieutenant Governor R.K. Mathur today launched a national training program on packaging. This program was organized under Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav in association with National Institute of Electronics and Information Technology and Indian Institute of Packaging for Products from UT Ladakh. A report from our Leh correspondent.
Speaking on the occasion, LG R.K. Mathur said with most women participation annually, India is doing over 50,000 crore home-based business. While taking examples from Punjab and Kolhapuri leather goods and shoes, Mr. Mathur appealed that Ladakh has lots of potential in leather products. He said Likir village in Leh will be developed as crafts village to promote homemade products, while Raj Niwas will have an exhibition of Ladakhi products to popularize them. Leh Hill Council CEC Tashi Galson said better packaging would help in marketing the products. Ladakh MP Jameng Sering Namgyal said Ladakh has a range of products to offer to the world. On the occasion, LG R.K. Mathur and MP Jameng launched Pashmina shawl and Ladakhi carpet in new packaging designed by the Indian Institute of Packaging. Ramesh Chandra, All India Radio News, Leh.
Now news from IPL cricket. Chennai Super Kings and Delhi Capitals are locking horns in the second match of the most popular tournament of cricket. Put into bat, CSK were 146 for 6 and 16.4 overs against DC at the Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai when reports last came in. In hockey, India will take on Olympic champions Argentina tomorrow at Buenos Aires in the FIH Pro League match. This will be India's first match since they played Australia in the FIH Pro League match in February of 2020 at Bhubaneswar. Now let us take a look at the weather forecast for tomorrow. National capital Delhi is likely to have mainly clear skies. The temperature will hover between 17 and 38 degrees Celsius. Mumbai will have partly cloudy sky. Minimum temperature will be around 24 degrees, while the maximum is expected to be around 33 degrees Celsius. Chennai is expected to have partly cloudy skies. The temperature will vary between 27 and 33 degrees Celsius. Kolkata will have partly cloudy skies with possibility of moderate rain or thunderstorms. Srinagar will have generally cloudy skies with light rain. Temperature will hover between 9 and 18 degrees Celsius. Leh is expected to have partly cloudy sky with minimum temperature around -4 degrees Celsius, while the maximum will be around 9 degrees. Gilgit will have generally cloudy skies with light rain. The temperature will hover between 7 and 22 degrees Celsius. Muzaffarabad is likely to have partly cloudy sky with possibility of rain or thunderstorm. The minimum temperature will be 11 degrees Celsius and the maximum around 27 degrees.
And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Over 76% polling recorded in fourth phase of assembly elections in West Bengal. Campaigning in full swing for fifth phase of assembly polls in West Bengal, along with by-polls in different states. Tika Utsav to be organized from tomorrow across the country to control surging COVID-19 cases. India's cumulative COVID-19 vaccination coverage crosses 10 crore mark. In Chhattisgarh, complete lockdown enforced in 11 districts. Rajasthan government imposes night curfew in 9 cities till 30th April to contain spread of COVID-19 infection. Agriculture Minister Narendra Singh Tomar once again appeals to farmers to end their agitation in view of rising corona cases. 2-day scientific convention on World Homeopathy Day inaugurated in New Delhi today. In Uttar Pradesh, at least 10 people killed in a road accident in Etawah district. In IPL cricket, Chennai Super Kings take on Delhi Capitals in Mumbai. And in hockey, India to clash with Olympic champion Argentina tomorrow at Buenos Aires in FIH Pro League match. And with that, we end the evening news. Good night.